things good?
Yeah.
All's good. All is good, cheese.
Interesting.
What was that?
What? What the fuck?
Kung Fu moves. I'm sorry.
Okay.
I'm already unleashing my Kung Fu.
Were
By
you
checking the
attacked?
stream, I noticed that on my
Were you attacked?
browser there
Hmm?
was no sound. The music is not on the browser, but it is on the stream.
Yeah, that happens sometimes. You might need to refresh.
What the fuck? What happened last time that Razes appeared? What the fuck?
No, it was just now while
that
we
was
were
just now.
talking.
Ah,
I was very confused that I also saw Razes. I'm like, wait, when was this? And then I realized it was today. And then I looked at Discord and I saw the enjoy the session. That was funny.
whoa.
Has been a while.
It has. It's been a month, right? Vroom vroom.
Vroom vroom.
A month? Ah, no, okay. From our sessions, yes, I was still talking about Kazur. It's been a while since
Oh,
the last interaction. But yes, it's been next to almost a month since the last session.
yep.
I blame GM.
It is my fault, yeah. We had a big delivery for work that needed to be done until the beginning of last week. But everything went well, so that's good. So let me see. Where are my notes? I wrote
I have
something
mine.
at the end of last session, right? No, I didn't. Perfect.
Well, you said that you were taking some notes this time,
I
Like
did.
3 years. Afterwards, but
Hold on.
not even that then.
Yeah, I didn't write them there. Oh, I did. So my only note from last session is that Abaris is being hunted by trolls.
It is known that I'm being hunted by trolls.
And you're going to get
Am
very...
I clipping out? By the
No.
way? I
Wait,
was
what?
just-
You're fine.
Okay, good. I was...
Trolls?
Okay.
Yes.
Yes.
One of the random effects is he's being hunted by trolls, and he's going to get very detailed explanations as to their plans to hunt him down, because they want to cook him.
Yes.
Okay, this is. It's like it's just a threat. Okay, this is going to happen in the future. It's not. He's currently under.
No. It will
okay.
happen sometime.
Yeah, sure, yeah, but it's not the current state. I just had no,
No,
notes for that. That's why I was confused.
Nope. It will happen in the future.
It will. So, last session. I'll be honest, I do not remember much of it.
I have my notes.
Do you want to recap
If you
for
want.
us? 'Cause once you start, I will remember
so-
what happens.
Yeah, it started by Robert and Erkin chasing the doppelgangers throughout the library, and Abadi stays behind dealing with the ramifications of his magics, and later also steps out. In all of this, I remember that one of the things Abarish had on himself was stank.
What?
He just
Oh.
smells bad. And
Yes.
one of the side effects was he now smells bad.
Yes.
Derkin pondered whether he could make something to help him with that. I don't have that noted down. I just remembered after I said this. I remember that I commented this at the time. Anyway, so Robert and Derkin had stepped out. Abarish later also steps out after some of the other chaotic magics bullshit going on that he was checking out. He steps outside and casts light on himself, which very slightly lights up the room, but also attracts all of the doppelgangers that start going towards him. And because of this, they bunch up a lot, and so both Derkin and Robert get a lot of freebie attacks on them.
Yep.
And in the midst of all this, one of the side effects from the wild magic is that there is a ghost from Mr. Quest himself,
Not
John
a ghost.
Quest.
Is it like a real person?
I have it on quotation marks, so ghost in quotation marks, so it's just an ethereal figure. I don't know the details. I haven't diagnosed it. It's a ghostly appearance.
Is it
And
ghostly?
there's a pack. So still of the doppelgangers. Abarish was surrounded by the doppelgangers, and he falls down for a moment. But I think he was stable again by the time we ended.
Hold on a second. Said it was ghostly. I don't remember describing it as ghostly.
Yeah, I don't remember this as well. I think Derkin is a flawed observer.
I stated that ghost was in quotation marks. It's not really because it's also not him. It's just there was a
Okay.
very friendly Mr. Quest that was like, "Hey,
Yeah.
This is clearly the wrong recap. The only correct recap was the one we did at the end of the session, when I asked GM about the scoreboard.
Scoreboard.
So yeah, Robert went out heroically, I might add,
Mm-hmm.
and killed a bunch of them, like 6 or 5, or was it 7? I don't remember. I also remember that.
the non-flawed observer."
Yeah, completely impartial.
Mm.
Abarish killed like 2 or 3. I remember that as well. But there was one of us that didn't kill anyone. Maybe he's like a monster lover. Who knows?
Oh yeah, I didn't write down Abaris's other status effects. Abaris, remember that you can't read for for a while.
Yes.
You forgot how to read.
I forgot how to read.
Yes,
Yes, I can't read for a bit.
you can't read for a week. It's gonna be forever.
Yep, it's the entirety of.
It's basically our entire session.
Yeah.
If you Abaris is now illiterate permanently for the
Forever.
next 6 days, which is permanent.
In game, so next 2 years, real life.
Yes.
You're
Yeah.
optimistic.
Yes, I am.
Okay,
You could do a skip ahead. if
but yeah,
wanted.
you did all go out and kill a bunch of these doppelgangers. If I recall, you went back upstairs. I know Abaris went down and then got up. Hold on,
Sorry.
I need to answer a
Robert,
phone call. Be right back.
I remember that Robert was just hunting them down in the ground floor, I think.
Yes, you were just rushing throughout the place, and occasionally we would hear a bonk.
Mm-hmm.
Derekin was also in the ground floor, trying to catch up with you. And when Abarish lit himself up, then they all rushed towards the staircase, which bunched them up, and they were also passing by you because you also positioned yourself, so they had to go through you as well. And so 3 hits.
All around.
Yeah. I don't fully remember how it towards the end, because Avarish was bleeding, dying for a while. But
Then I healed myself at the end.
that's what happened.
Yeah.
And you were being downed while Mr. Quest was just standing beside you.
Yeah, just what do you need? What do you need?
Looking somewhat puzzled, but
Why is this guy dying?
helpful all the while.
I have different definitions of helpful.
No, what I mean is that he
I
means to help.
just
He's
joking.
looking to. Yeah.
I'm just joking. I'm just joking.
let's not get.
I know what you're going for.
Yeah, that's not. And then I stop myself before, so we don't get
We don't get
his
banned.
account in any kind of
Uh,
issues. Say,
What?
yeah, let's go with that. So, do you remember how many left there might? How many might be left?
GM told us last week. I don't remember, to be honest.
Yeah, there weren't many of them still alive. To be honest.
No, I think it was also from what I recall, they were almost done.
Okay, I'm back.
What's this? Yellow.
Are you really though?
Yes.
Are you? Okay, good.
The phone call that I made before coming here did not go through, and it came back now. So
It's a boomerang call.
yes. Did I miss anything important or not really?
Yes,
No,
we
no.
finished the
We're
adventure.
just getting you DMCA'd.
Yes,
Oh,
we were singing.
what else is new?
And then the YMCA.
The
Sorry.
DMCA. Right.
There must be a parody song about this, right?
There is.
Probably.
I'll show you one in particular.
There probably
Later.
are many.
Remind me afterwards, and I'll
Okay,
search
thank
one
you.
in particular.
Right. We were back here. Abars, do you recall
Yes.
at one point you were going to go down? One of the spells that you cast on the I think it was one of the doppelgangers when you were up here. Do you remember what one of the random effects was, that it wasn't actually hurtful towards you?
I mean, we've listed what? We've had the guy that wanted to help me, the trolls that wanted to hunt me.
So one of the effects...
What else is...
191. Give me a second. One of the effects was a bunch of darts that were flung towards your target. Because you were trying to do damage.
A lot of arrows. Yes. A ton of arrows.
Ton of arrows. Let me just remind myself what the other negative effect was going to be, so that important for you. 139. Oh. Okay. Just to highlight the chaotic nature of your patron. The other random effect was nothing happened. It's literally the spell goes off normally, no extra effect.
Nothing interesting happens.
Yes, I think I actually used that description as well.
You did.
So he just doesn't want. He doesn't just want you to suffer. He likes chaos. So
Yes.
I want to highlight that.
So shit is gonna happen to me.
And you still have to use the rest of your spell slots until the end of the day, or they're going to be getting used anyway.
Yes, I know. I'm keeping track of what's remaining. Okay, I still have like...
You are...
according to my notes, I have a ton of spells. I have like 3 level 2 and 9 level 1s.
Abaris is illiterate for the next 6 days. Abaris smells really, really bad.
Wait. What happens? Okay, I have 2 questions though. I smell really, really bad during how long? By the way, I don't remember that part.
It was not specified at the time.
It is not specified. You
So
emit
it's until
a
I take
bad...
a bath.
You emit a bad odor. Only the strongest perfume or cologne will cover it up.
Okay, I assume it's until I take a bath.
We shall see.
Okay, I have a question though. It's an important question.
Mhm.
Imagine that in the next spell I cast, one of the random effects is I can read all languages.
No always wins.
But if it's
Actually,
like magic,
like magic.
Timestamps don't matter. If they are on the same layer,
No
the timestamp
always
matters.
wins.
No.
What
Depends
were
on
you
the
saying
layer.
the effect would be? You can read all languages?
Yes. Or a specific language.
Understand the languages.
You can read them, you just can't understand them. Or actually, the other way around. You can understand them, you just can't read them.
So I can hold a perfect conversation in Gnomish. I just can't read Gnomish.
If you were able to read, you could read it perfectly, but you can't read.
Can't. Okay. What if there's a a random effect to make me literate? What happens? How
I think
do
they
conflict?
I think they cancel each other out.
Okay, I just blow up, or I don't blow up. That's
You open up a black hole.
like a movable
Yes.
wall.
Like a bag of holding into a portable hole,
Yes.
or vice versa.
Yes. Okay. Sorry for the rebels. Go ahead.
If I recall correctly, you guys dealt with the last doppelganger that was upstairs?
I know that we were really at the end. I don't know if we did everything.
I do.
Yeah, we were discussing that.
Well, you didn't handle all of them, I don't think, but the ones upstairs that were threatening a bars, I think you dealt with them.
Oh, okay.
If I'm not mistaken. You can correct me if I'm wrong.
No, you're correct, I think.
I forgot what voice I did for Mr. Quest. But I will make something up now. Tell me, adventurer, are you in need of my help?
Okay, so I was badly wounded. I healed myself, so I assume I'm kind of tired at least, or at least groggy due
You're
to all
still
the
a bit,
damage.
still a bit wounded.
Okay. Remind me. Is he a recurring character? I don't remember. I think it is, but
It has been mentioned. I think he's the author of some book.
You, if you recall...
I remember the book?
You recall if you asked someone who might understand demonic?
Abyssal.
Abyssal, yes.
Yes.
And the librarian directed you towards Mr. Quest.
Mr. Quest, okay.
He was a quirky fella that apparently he thinks he gives out errands for adventurers.
Okay.
And it's somehow related to translations.
Okay. I was thinking of why I wanted to know anything about demonic, probably related to my patron.
Abyssal.
And he does come to the library every now and then.
Okay. Just wanted to get some context because I really didn't remember any of this. Okay. Getting into character.
Do you need questions to get into character? Because I can,
No,
I'm come up with something.
That cough was actually pretty good to get me into the character. Now you've ruined it. Thank
Sorry.
you. I'm just joking. Yeah. Right now, maybe you can help me, but is it a good time for you? I don't think it's a good time for me, but we can work something out.
You, sir, sound like you might need a potion of healing. Tell you what.
No. You keep it for my friends. I'm good. I still have a few spells to heal myself. But I appreciate the offer.
He,
What I really...
as he is saying this, he's like grabbing a vial as well as a parchment of paper. And he looks at you very disappointed.
He wanted to give me a quest in exchange for this. But I think one of my friends over there will accept your offer, though. And I'll help them with whatever you want. In exchange, of course.
He's saying friends in plural. I would like to remind everyone I'm not there.
You are invisible.
Yes, and hunting down the guys.
Are you going back downstairs to hunt them?
Oh yeah. I completely ignored the bodies. I am just hunting them.
Okay.
Okay.
I'll,
But I assume that everyone has some kind of damage, so I'm saying.
let me move you back down.
That's why I'm saying in plural. Anyway.
How about you, adventurer? Would you like a healing potion? He holds up the parchment of paper he has in his hand, and he's talking to Derikin.
He can see the invisible.
He's Mr. Quest. He can see everything.
He just knows.
He sees the plot.
Sorry, but I missed a bit. Abarish refused the healing potion.
Yes.
I said that I could heal myself. I didn't need a potion.
And he said his friends might need, and he turned to you, Derikin, and he offered you a potion.
Robert is not here.
Yeah.
As you're leaving, I think? Or what are you doing?
What? Well, Derek had come up the stairs because somebody was getting rushed. Still surveying what happened afterwards since Abarish had fallen to the floor. But Mr. Quest is, when he's offering, so to say, the potion, he's also waving a piece of parchment, you said.
Yes.
Are you just giving them out?
He's gonna start walking towards Derikin. And yes, Derikin, you are invisible. And he says, "Why, for a potion of this caliber, I think this quest would suffice." He shows you a parchment of paper. It has like a wanted sign, and it has a drawing of a giant spider, and it says 0 out of 20.
You want him to... Oh, I thought it was like 20 bare asses or something like that.
Does he show the potion? Can I see what the potion is?
Yes, you can. If you want to try to identify.
Yes.
How does that work again? Pathfinder.
Annoyingly, that's how it works.
Yeah, I never know these things.
Alchemist, I can substitute craft alchemy to identify.
Roll your craft alchemy. I just don't know what the DC for identifying something is.
Fair. Yeah. Damn boy.
I can almost assume that you're going to be able to identify it. Let me see. Identifying potions is 15 plus spell level of the potion. Might be higher for unusual. This is not unusual. This is a potion of cure serious wounds.
Okay.
Which is a level 3 spell.
Giving 20 giant spider seems a bit...
What say
seems
you,
like,
adventurer? He waves the...
How did you know where the Erkin was?
Whatever do you mean? You're right in front of me.
The Erkin looks as if looking to the floor. Like, oh well, no one can see me, so why am I miming?
Looking at yourself.
Yeah, that was the point, but right. And huh. Hmm. The Erkin will pass. But Erkin doesn't think this will be necessary.
Very well then.
Do you
And
have
how-
other tasks?
What kind of tests are you looking for? He goes into his pouch and he grabs a case that has a bunch of papers inside, and he starts flipping through them. Would you like a fetch quest? Or is killing not your style?
Unless you want a book right now, the only kind of fetch quest would be a book, and even then, that can cut you off. You were about to say something else.
I asked if killing was not your fancy.
Before. Out of character, if you were about to say something when I asked about other things, but I cut you off.
I said very well then. Nothing else.
Okay. Sorry, then. No. I don't think so. How is the body looking like?
Pretty wounded, I would say.
Yeah, but I have many spells to cast.
Yeah.
He needs to cast them.
Seeing your hesitation, he rolls up his parchments of paper, stuffing them back into the case.
Mm-hmm.
Perhaps I could be of assistance. Is there anything you require?
Who is he talking to, by the way, right now?
Durkin.
Still to Durkin? Durkin,
Hmm?
okay.
He's talking to nothing in your point of view.
Okay, because I still wanted help with that abyssal stuff.
Forgetting again. Mr. Quest was mentioned about the abyssal translation again.
Yes.
Say, Mr. Quest, how is your abyssal?
I would say quite good. Thanks for asking.
Because are there still? We don't have the apprehended creature anymore.
There was
Because-
one that someone knocked unconscious, I think, and didn't kill.
Weren't there two that were conspiring on the up floor, and I
True.
didn't get there.
No, yeah, because Robert
Oh,
went downstairs immediately. I saw there were two of them talking upstairs, and then I went down to meet Robert as
Me.
well.
Yeah.
Oh, that's why you were up. Okay, sorry. You went the other way. You went that way. Go on. The bars. Sorry, Durkin, you're gonna say?
Yeah, I just suddenly remember that we no longer have the creature to question, but unless
Like I
there
said,
is a question.
I think one of them... I think
He's-
someone
he's just-
intentionally didn't kill one of them
Okay.
when you were down there.
In that-
Wait. That was in the beginning.
Yes.
We intentionally did not kill one.
Yes.
That,
Right at
then
the-
I
That was
killed-
before the mirror
Downstairs.
dimension.
Right at the... No. I meant in this scenario, I think you didn't... Right?
I'm not sure. I don't.
Or have you just
recall.
been killing them outright?
I'm pretty sure I've killed them all.
Robert?
Okay.
Robert, I believe, would just
Whoop.
murder them to death.
Murder
I don't
them
know
to
if,
death, makes sense.
but I don't know if any of the
Then,
any of them survived that. I don't know.
No.
Okay, because Abarish had just brought it up, the Abyssal, and yeah, that's so.
If he
let's try
doesn't
to go on that
intentionally
angle if
not
possible.
kill them, he's going to kill them.
Yeah, makes sense.
Let me also remove this because this is not here, I think. That was old.
So Abarish, you were mentioning the Abyssal. Should we ask Robert to bring one?
Yeah, probably for the best. If he hasn't killed all of them.
Robert!
Meanwhile,
Keep my doppelganger
Yes.
alive!
meanwhile, Robert.
Meanwhile,
Bring them to
Robert,
us. Give me their soul. Sorry.
you overheard two of them talking to each other further down the hallway. Do you want to sneak up on them? Do you want to rush in?
Sneak on doppelgangers, right?
Yes. They are.
Oh,
you
I'm-
see two of them together. Wait, did you have any source of light on you again?
I think I threw. Didn't I threw the stones as I went?
What I seem to recall is that you had those little stones, right? And I think you had that
Yes.
Yeah.
floating above to illuminate both floors. I'm
I
imagining
think
it
so.
a situation like
I think
this.
I threw them and I used them to illuminate. That's how
Yeah, but
I
they are not on you, correct?
What do you mean not on me?
And not floating around you or not orbiting your person.
No,
If
I
you
throw
just
them. I threw them
Yeah.
to have light.
exactly.
That was my plan, I think.
Okay. So you're gonna throw them to where you hear the doppelgangers?
They are and murder them to death. Yes.
Okay. Sure. While they're having the conversation and before they shout out to you, give me an attack roll on one of them. Depending on how this goes, you might get a chance to kill the other one.
It's this one, I think.
Leave.
Before.
Bing bang bonk.
How much HP did
That's
these
a
things
lot of
have
damage.
again? Quick. Why is this using a weird search engine?
Never heard of that one.
You you throw a stone. You see both of them looking down at the stone and trying to figure out where it came from. As you whack it straight in the head, and killing it in one shot. Before the other one has a chance to recover and attack you, give me another attack. Or try to swipe at you even though you're invisible. More accurately. Flail.
Wait, Robert has like cleave or something?
No. It's just roleplay.
It's just, he's invisible, they're caught
He's flat-footed.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm just skipping the, yeah, you
Keeping
also,
the bureaucracy.
you're also gonna kill that one. It would be a surprise round, it would be flat-footed, now it wouldn't be flat-footed. Giving him an advantage.
A lot of them also in the meantime, because we will be like, now we need to do the initiatives and flat.
Yes.
Yeah, that's fine. I just
And then give a bonus to initiative because he's invisible and whatever, you know.
Yep.
Yes. As you knock the second one, you hear Durkin shout out, or Abaris shout out. Keep one of
Both.
them alive.
Whoops.
Oh wait, we have the. Oh. Now we have to use one of the librarians.
Does Robert remember there are some upstairs?
downstairs.
Upstairs. Because
There
Robert
was-
is downstairs.
Oh, wait, no, I think because the two that were conspiring were upstairs as well.
Upstairs,
That's why
upstairs.
BGM
Yeah.
moved your tokens because you didn't go downstairs. You went still upstairs where we are.
No. I was downstairs all the whole time. Or did I clean it?
No, you went up because Abaris was getting
Abaris
mauled
was
by
getting rushed.
like 4
Yeah.
or 5, and you could see it up on the balcony.
That was
Yeah.
previous session.
Yeah,
Yes.
but I went there, but
And
then I
then-
went back down, right?
You
You
were
said
going-
you went back down, but the other that we know of, that we had heard of, was the two that you're fighting now. Those two were upstairs as well.
Durkin went down to call you because he heard 2 of them upstairs.
Oh, okay.
You were you
Whoops.
were starting to rush down, and Durkin's like, wait, there's still more up here.
Whoopsie daisy.
What I am not sure is if there were still more downstairs that also ignored the fact that Abarish was a light.
There is still the conundrum of the 2 librarians.
Was that?
Quite
Oh.
a conundrum.
Robert, you hear them yell to keep one of them alive, and
I think it might be a bit too late for that. I'm pretty sure they're very dead.
This is my Abari's voice.
This is my body's voice.
Good, great. Now we'll have to use a librarian. One of them, at least.
Robert, you killed both of them. You yell that back to them, or are you going to move?
Is anyone else alive?
As far as you can tell up here, no.
I'll try finding one less dead.
So
And I go hunt for the less dead one, wherever you might be.
downstairs, or are you gonna rush? Okay. So as Robert says this and runs past everyone, the only thing that you can see is footsteps and drips of blood somewhere Robert passes.
I can't wait for the face reveal of when Robert becomes visible again.
Yes.
It will be like in cartoons when the bomb explodes in front of someone, but instead of soot, it's going to be blood.
As he passes by you, you see that Mr. Quest looks back at him, and like his head accompanies him the whole way through. Is that your friend? Why is he in a hurry?
Just trying to find more of these creatures. Pointing at the corpses. I was going to feel silly about pointing while invisible, but Mr. Quest seems to be able to see through that, so maybe it was not in vain.
I can imagine your head going through like, I'm doing things I would do normally, but no one's seeing. Wait, no, he can see me.
And then there's
the
extra
double
level
take.
here, because it's me acting the character who needs to think about this and then being meta about itself.
But yes. I see. So, can I be of assistance? You were going to say something.
So if we had one of these creatures that was slightly less dead, as our friend put it, they seem to speak some weird language that maybe you'll be able to understand.
Abyssal? Is that why you asked
Correct.
if I knew Abyssal?
Very well. Yes.
Very well then. If you happen to find one, just call out and I'll be around. As he casually turns around and walks to one of the bookshelves and starts, with his hand looking for something in specific, like reading all the titles of all the books. Very casually. Hurricane and Abaris, do you want to do anything else?
I don't think so.
No, after he's gone, do you want to do anything?
Okay.
Or do I pass it off to Robert?
Sorry,
can-
about the librarian. Oh wait, they're invisible as well.
Yes.
So this crossed out is one of the
Yes.
doppelgangers dead. As I remember, they were holding on to Abarish so he could keep track of them. Is this still occurring?
Yes.
Okay.
And they also tried to help him up when he went down.
Okay. I want to heal myself before you move on.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe Derkin steps back again.
No worries. Let me get my... I'm being very lazy.
Which also means I need to do my thing, right?
Yes, please.
Forget what was the shortcut to... never mind.
Okay. So 899.
Okay, I'm gonna
Interesting.
roll.
That was almost the 799 as well. 899.
I'm at 19. And I have one less spell.
798. 798. So charged item. Do you have any wands with you?
Let me check. Give me 1 second, please. I don't think so, but I might.
Or anything with charges, with spell charges?
Let me take a look at my inventory.
So anything like wands or reusable spell things.
I got it.
Staffs also count.
Damn, my rolls were low. Damn. Fuck. Sorry. I was actually looking at what I rolled on a d8. Let's see. Inventory. Don't think so, no.
Okay.
Closest I've got to that is my headband of charisma.
Yeah, I'm probably just gonna re-roll this one because it doesn't apply.
Okay.
And that's...
Do you mind if I roll again?
No. Yes, I do mind.
Okay.
I'm just gonna re-roll one of the effects. So... this other effect, almost 666. That would be an automatic choice. If we got 666, right? That would not be an automatic choice, because that would not be interesting to resolve. 667.
Okay.
Sorry, why the third number?
Because the first effect would not apply. It would target wands that he would have with him.
Okay.
And he doesn't have any.
We've had some choices that are inapplicable, so
Yeah, but
it might have been fine.
this one's way more interesting. So,
You know what? Fair enough.
you have a vision of, you know how you're already smelling a bit off?
Yes.
You have a vision of a bucket of slime being dumped on top of you. You add...
Does that improve my situation?
No.
No, like it insulates my body up from the smell, and it doesn't
No.
come outside.
No. It's just worse.
Just make it worse. Makes it worse. Oh.
Because not only do you smell, now you're also like sticky and... Yes. But...
Okay, but like, it's a physical barrier to the smell. And you could have prevented the smell.
The other one... as
Okay.
your...
Listening.
I need to get a
You're
stat sheet for... yeah, I already need to get a stat sheet for this, because this is what's gonna happen.
Always good when the GM says, I need to get a stat sheet for this.
Let me see. Well, what would this be?
Please do tell me. I'm curious.
I want something more interesting than this. What is this? No, that's too much. So your other vision... Yeah, that might be a bit too much. So, your other vision, as you're healing yourself, you see... You recall that you guys took books out of the bookshelf to get the portal to the other secret area room thing. You had to take the books out of the bookshelf. Well, Abarius, you see one of the books that you guys took out that fall off from the stack. It opens up itself, and you see a hand sticking out from the book as something tries to emerge from within the book.
Okay, so that's what's going to happen? Cool.
Yes. Out of this book, one hand grabs on, puts his palm on the floor. The other hand also comes out, and pushing himself through. You see. Let me give a description of this.
It's Sadako, basically, right?
What?
From the ring, like the girl that comes out from the TV.
Not really, but
Book version. Yes, it's
Yes.
the bookworm version of that.
wait, this
Exactly.
It's a girl that read too many times Fifty
Hold
Shades of
up.
Grey.
I just realized how big this thing is. You know how I
Or maybe
said
not.
book from
That's what she said.
like hand from the book? No,
That's great.
the book is torn in half as this creature makes its way through. The arm is the size of the book. Yes, out of it comes a demon.
Oh.
What kind of demon are you talking about?
It is a pretty big one. Let me see, where's the description? They are brutish thugs. They are enforcer of rules. Yes. So this has... Wait, does it have any gear? No, it doesn't have any gear.
No drops.
Interesting. It doesn't... Yeah, it's completely... Okay. So, what do you see? You see a giant, muscularly demon with pretty big horns coming from the front of the head, like not from the side.
Okay, but let me just say something.
Yes?
As I see the creature coming out, because I suppose I have these visions before shit happens,
Yes?
and this is what's happening actually, I want to direct my sword to it. My floating sword. You know the one?
Yes, yes. Let me just double check languages. because he has
I'd
things
like
to say.
remind everyone that it is apparently a very horny demon.
Okay, he speaks common. Okay, good.
Oh,
Uh,
is this okay? And I'm not gonna joke. Go ahead. I was going to say something, but
you attack it with its sword.
I prepare to attack it.
You prepare to attack it.
Yes.
So just to make sure, is this still a vision or is this the thing that was chosen?
Yes.
Okay. F.
The answer is yes. Okay. Is this like the devil from Tenacious D?
Do you want a rock off?
He's going to challenge me to a rock up,
No, but
or I'm going to hell. No. Or
But-
Durkin is going to hell to become his little bitch.
so
What?
you have
That's
a
the
glimpse.
case. The only way.
You have a glimpse of this vision as here. Let me give one thing real quick. As you hear your patron say, also voice. Enjoy dealing with Vararul.
Gesundheit.
Jarul?
Isn't like
Um,
knowing the demon's name after battle?
Maybe.
Well, I think in some lore that can be quite useful. I'm not sure how it is here.
I don't think that's a thing here. Unless I'm mistaken. Also, that could not be in his name. You never know. Yes, you had a glimpse of
Varul,
this
right?
happening. Vararul. And now
Vararul.
you see it happening for real. The sword that you've directed, you can direct it again.
Okay.
This
I'm
demon
ready.
comes
is he doing?
out.
What's the demon doing?
He comes out from within the book. He tears the book apart as he does this. He
Technically speaking. Sorry.
gets up, standing, his head hitting the top of the ceiling, so he has to crouch down a bit.
Oh,
As he says,
he's tall.
that was pretty cramped in there. What am I doing here? Who are you? He points to you, Abarth.
Rebus?
What?
I'm Rebus.
Just give a random name.
Zira. Let's call myself. Let me
Right.
put the bar is reversed. It's a bar. No, it's not Zira. Ziraba.
He walks closer. Also, I'm probably gonna need a token for this at some point, but walks
Let's see how
closer.
it goes.
He looks closer to you. He has stomps echoing throughout the whole library. Robert, you can also hear and feel the ground
Yeah, I was
trembling.
going to ask because for demons are outsiders, yes?
Yes.
Yep.
Which means Robert has his spidey senses tingling.
Yep.
I'm trying to think if Robert is focused on. I mean, Robert did say he was going to find the remaining doppelgangers, and a lot of strange shit has been happening lately. So maybe it's just a library. I mean, considering the amount of bullshit the library is making us go through, it's plausible.
Oh wait. He does have equips. It's just not in the correct thing.
Badly done user interfaces.
Yes. It says
So
like yeah, because it says treasure standards, and I thought, well, oh, it says including gear. Never mind, I misread that.
Ah, layer 8 issues.
Yes. Um, he with his muscular arms, he pulls from his hip. Apparently, he had the sword. I didn't realize this. Okay.
Okay.
He pulls out a sword. As he does this, you are almost blinded by the light of this sword as it burned. And he says,
I demand to know why you summoned me. I have better things to do.
I'm kind of stunned and blinded, so I'm like shaking out the.
it's not actually blind, it's
this-
just flavor, okay? Because you were in the dark for so long, and now there's like...
Yeah, it's like this. I have spots in my eyes. I'm not
Yes.
blind, but it's when you're in the dark and after sleeping, you turn on the lights and you're like, I
This
can't see
includes, this includes you, Robert. You see that there's like a bright light flickering above. And you also hear this voice echo throughout the library.
What did you say exactly? Sorry.
Why have you
did you
summoned
summon me?
I have better things to do.
Yeah.
Weren't you stuck in the book?
Robert is heading back towards them.
Demon
Towards
points
the
his,
noise.
he points his sword at Abaris threateningly.
He says, that was your medium for summoning me, you pathetic being.
Oh, now I get it. So you see, I didn't actually summon you. It was a side effect of my patron's gift on me. You might know him. I forgot my patron's name.
By the way, just for reference, is you accidentally summon a demon. It isn't very happy about being dragged from his own dimension.
What's the name of
I mean,
my
who would-
patron?
What's the name of the demon? You said something?
Jarun, something like that.
Zarul.
Vararul.
Varul?
Vararu.
Varul?
There's an extra R. It's in
Vararu.
Vararu. Vararu.
Vararul.
Varul.
Vararu.
Varul. Varul. Varul.
Is this in character?
No, not yet.
Yeah.
Not yet. Not yet. Not yet. Not fucking yet. Sorry. I was looking for my patron's name. I've lost it. It's gone.
And it's gone.
I don't have it written down, so I assumed that you would know your own patrons.
It's Zipakna.
Is it, or are you just making that up now?
No, I have a name written down here. It's Zipakna.
Okay. Let me create
Not bullshitting.
Z...
It's
How do you...
Zipakna. I'll write down in the chat. I have it here.
AC. I wrote it with a K.
Okay. It's the same thing. Doesn't really matter. You don't pronounce it differently. So, who gives?
Sorry.
You might know him. He told me your name. It's Varahul. And his name is Zipakna. You know him? Like I'm... What's his name? I'm just name dropping other creatures
He's,
to see if I get out of this.
he's still holding the sword threateningly as you say this. He pulls the sword back a bit as he rested on his shoulder. It's burning, but doesn't really care.
He doesn't care.
Yes. You can see the flesh where the sword is contacting start to go black.
Nice graphics.
Ah, you're the little lapdog he's been raving about.
Woof, that's right.
What the fuck?
Baris has no self-respect. You should try this.
Not in front of
No
demons.
kidding.
No,
I-
no.
I feel like these sessions are an excuse for GM and Abaris to play out their weird stuff.
Well, I don't think this is the weirdest moment.
It's not.
weird.
It's a contender. It's a contender,
No, it's not,
but
no, it isn't.
it's not
Yeah,
even a
but-
contender.
But
not even top 10. It's not top 5 at least.
but do note that just fortifies my point.
It's not even top
Yes,
5.
but why are you questioning this at this moment? Since it's such a
A low
it's not
tier.
yeah, doesn't spike and it's not an outlier.
It spikes enough for me to make the realization. That's all.
This is not a
And
neuron
apparently-
activation moment.
It is not a neuron activation moment. Well, for Abaris it might be.
The moment he started woofing.
And the thing is that they went public. They even Twitch stream it. What the fuck, guys?
I
Robert,
mean,
you
Yes.
were
Robert, you mean Navarish?
no, I said Robert. I meant Robert.
Okay.
You were trying to go back to the source of the sound, right? Upstairs.
Yes.
As you go through the main hallway, you can see exactly what is happening. As there's a giant demon that barely fits within the confines of the arch, where the books are stored. Holding a giant
Meanwhile-
sword on his shoulder, burning through it.
Meanwhile, in Robert's head, like, will this shit ever stop? It's the succubus lady. It's the dream eating bullshit. It's the clones. Now it's the big ass demon. Come on, give me a break.
the token.
sorry,
I guess you don't have a token
You're
yet.
a demon
but,
hunter. You're a
I don't.
freaking demon hunter. What did you expect? Rolling
Which
around
side
in
would it
roses?
be?
How do I identify it? Knowledge planes, I guess, right?
I was also looking up which one would be the most appropriate between. But yes, outsiders, field of studies, planes.
Planes?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
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 I can source that.
Yeah, I need to go through my backlog of tokens if I have anything for.
So it's a 21 total.
I was mostly asking the size of what the token size would be.
Is it large or is it bigger than large?
It is. Hold on.
So large is like an horse sized.
This is way larger.
Horse
It
sized
is-
Orny demon.
It is larger. What is next to large?
Mind you that horse is large but horizontal. There is also for the large sized creatures you have both wide and tall.
Yeah, but from what DM has described it, this is
Yeah,
way
no,
bigger.
this is huge.
Okay.
You just do 3 by 3, right?
It is 3x3.
I think it's like elephant size, I think.
Big ass demon.
Typically 2 to 16 tons. It's a big ass demon, yes. Holding a giant flaming sword.
Yeah, but I'm trying to identify it.
Identify. What is 21? You said?
21.
Is it 15 plus CR? Or is it?
In general, the DC of such a check equals 10 plus the monster CR.
10 plus
For
CR?
common monsters such as goblins, it's 5 plus CR. For particularly rare monsters, it's 15 plus CR. So it depends on the rarity. If it's a common, 5. In general, it's 10. But if it's particularly rare, 15.
Okay, you're looking through your book, right?
Mm-hmm.
I have a question. How can you look through your book if you're invisible and the book is invisible?
With the stick.
Is it like Braille? Can you read Braille?
No, I put the book on the floor. It becomes visible, and I use the.
Is that how this works?
I don't know how
Yeah.
this works.
That's why I'm asking GM. Is
I'll
that how this works, GM?
I'll allow it. Just because the idea of Robert putting the book on the floor and trying to read seems too funny.
It's very
poke it with it.
stupid.
I'll poke it with a stick.
You identify this creature.
Whoop.
Let me see. So from the sword that it is carrying, and from the massive size, these are demons that are tasked with dishing out the law, as in the punishments. These are laws
Okay.
that, for your concept, do not make much sense, but they are draconian and brutal, and these are kind of like
They're
executioners. Yes.
Draconian as an adjective and not necessarily
Yes.
related to
Oh.
dragons.
Okay. I was like, what the fuck? That's the weirdest demon.
I
No.
assumed it was draconian as in old-fashioned, or
Yeah.
Draconian
yeah,
means severe. Or,
Yeah.
yeah.
These
yeah,
are-
but it's like
it's named after a person, actually, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes, I
Oh.
believe so as well. I'm under that impression. as well.
Malfoy.
No, an actual ruler.
Yes.
So,
Had like super petty laws. That's why they're called draconian.
Well,
Uh,
to be fair, the name of the individual was Draco anyway, much like Malfoy. But
Yeah,
I'm looking it up now.
anyway, GM.
yes, I was giving you descriptions. So what some of these demons do, since they are tasked with dishing out punishments, and it's something they enjoy, they do tend to rile up mobs to commit crimes, so that they can then punish them.
Wait.
that's
I mean,
entrapment. That's not legal. That's illegal, man.
He's from a chaotic evil plane. I'm not sure if they care.
He is a lawful
Wait a
evil
minute.
outsider.
What? But he's a demon. Demons are
Yeah,
chaotic evil.
Wait. Robert is coming with a plan with his negative charisma to persuade the demon.
Amazing.
Okay.
Wait. So, just to be sure, my
Mhm.
superior Robert's genetically. No, not going to do it this way. Robert's ancestors, they have no notes on how to beat this fucker. Do they?
Let me see. What do they have?
Doubt.
Yes.
Hold on,
I
hold on,
doubt as
hold on.
well,
No,
but-
no. There is something here.
Okay.
If they are no longer. Okay. So, you know how
yeah.
they rile up crowds to commit crimes so that they can punish them after?
Mhm.
It is possible to convince the crowds to go against the demon instead.
Okay.
It is possible to dissuade them from this this unnatural hatred that they get filled themselves with. This frenzy.
Okay. So,
Hold on. Target by the recover. Okay. It is also important to not let these creatures enact their vigilant justice, because they grow stronger every time that they do.
That goes against my plan.
Yes.
Okay. Good to know.
Your plan?
Yeah, but then my plan is now void.
What was your plan?
My plan was very simple. The doppelgangers attacked us, therefore committing crime. Demon fight doppelganger. We go on our way.
This would be demonic rules. Attacking someone's not necessarily.
How is my do I have any demonic rule knowledge?
Actually, hold on. They stir up mobs to perform lynchings and hate crimes. So hate crimes are actually punishable by demons.
Well, nice.
Based.
Yeah. These demons are usually like military officers or just court advisors. They're not really the highest rankings of them, but they do have some Some
They're
influence.
the police.
Do
Police
my
commissioners.
ancestors tell me like where to bonk? Just
I actually
Simple
don't
man.
think they have anything. They do inspire the crowds.
because they're like very weak, or because they're very strong. It's
'Cause they're
either one of those two.
Because they're very strong. Let me see. Resistance. You don't want to attack them with fire and poison. I think the fire one I already got across. They are resistant to ice, to cold and acids as well. Other than that, not really. No.
God damn it.
They're big ass demons. That's all you need to know.
Yeah, yeah. They are the embodiment of might makes right. So, yes. The only thing that would, and this is one of the notes, is if you can somehow convince them of the law, as in you're redirecting them to someone else, or just make sure that you are obeying their laws, and it won't have anything to do with you.
So what Robert is thinking first, likely he does not have an authority here.
Hmm?
Because he's out of his what's the name?
Jurisdiction.
That's the first thing that comes to my mind. Second thing is he going to leave all the people unpunished on where he was before?
I want to see you guys convince a giant ass demon. Go on.
Believe.
Because I mean, if Robert was at full strength, he would try.
Remember that he said he has better things to do. Why did you summon him?
Yeah.
Does not want to be here.
Oh yeah, he said that out loud, right?
Yes. And it echoed throughout the
Oh.
whole library.
Oh, then I'm upstairs, right?
You were downstairs looking at your book, but yes, you can go
Oh
up.
yeah, true. I was downstairs. So I yell up because I mean, I've seen a lot of chaos happen. I yell up something like, Amaris! Let the poor creature back to his home. He clearly has better things to do.
I just look at Robert in a deadpan way.
You can't see Robert. He's invisible.
I look in his direction, in the direction of his voice, the direction of the sound, of the oral emission.
Yeah. That echoed throughout the library and is hard to tell where it's from. Sure. Go on.
Also,
I don't care.
Go on.
Also, I would like to point out if the demon sees me, because I mean, I'm not. Why are we going to kill ourselves? Likely, he's able of seeing me. You will see that I've been dishing out justice.
Are you... Do you emit any auras?
Not really.
Like,
I mean, I'm very cool.
good, evil, law, chaos? Do you emit any? I don't think so, right?
In order to emit something, I need to have an ability of it, or
You need to specifically have something that has that. So you either
Or-
have an item that has.
Yeah.
something.
Creatures, objects, or spells. With any alignment.
I mean, I'm awful good. Does that count?
No,
No.
not that. It needs something specific.
I think if
Yeah,
you're
no.
if you're a cleric, you emit auras,
Maybe.
right?
No. Maybe
Yes.
that.
Paladins, possibly.
But no, then no. If you don't have anything with you, also you yourself don't emit it. At most, you would be able to detect your items.
Okay.
So no. This is also in the notes. That's why you know this, okay? I totally forgot to
okay.
say that it can detect alignments. And protection against chaos.
Yeah, Boris, why don't you let me go back?
I'm kind of stunned. Okay, so... Okay, let's go back a bit, because I just did a woof, and I expected a bit more out of this. Okay?
He called you his lapdog. He didn't expect it to act like a dog.
Yeah, but I thought it was funny.
Go on. You had the
So
you had the
no.
reaction out of everyone. If that
Yep.
makes you feel any better. Not everyone.
does.
Sorry. With Robert, you had a reaction out of Robert.
Okay.
Robert the player.
Yes.
Yes. I did a woof. I said yes. Yes, I am. Robert interrupted us, right? That's the
Yes.
the sequence.
Mhm.
And the demon said, yes,
Why don't you let me go back?
if you want to go back, you can. As you can see, there's not much here to do. It's just the library. The action is gone. If you arrived a few minutes earlier, you could have seen some pretty cool fights. Now it's just sad. It's quiet, as a library should be. We're trying not to make a lot of noise because I point to where I feel the librarians holding on to me. These two, if you can see them, are the librarians, and they would shush us if you were making very loud noises.
You are the one who summoned me. You are the one who can put me back. If you don't know how to do that,
He prepares his sword to swing towards you.
I know one way I can go back.
That's true, but then we would have a little bit of an issue with Zipakna, right? I assume he wouldn't be very happy with that.
Also,
I think we can
Robert,
sort something out.
if you want to go upstairs, you can while the conversation is happening. Or if you want to keep
I'm-
looking for doppelgangers.
The thing is, Robert is damaged.
Yeah?
I feel like
It's
the
not that
demon.
damaged.
Robert is damaged. He's very.
Sure.
output. He is
And
like.
his HP is also not very high.
Also, his HP is not that very high. They can see my HP, or can they?
You can.
Oh fuck! It's
I
not.
was making a joke, but
Yeah,
never mind.
I got the joke, don't worry.
Thanks.
I have fond memories of when HP was a private value.
Go on.
Especially now that I'm invisible, I think it's cheating that I know how much HP I have. But
No, but I mean, among the players, I think it was visible. We just never were able to see the enemies as it should.
no. In the first campaign, HP was secret.
Even
Yeah.
between players.
Yes, which
Okay.
led to many very funny moments. Funny from my side because I was full HP. But with that said,
And then he was surprised that nobody liked Delta.
yes,
Let me,
I was such a dumbass.
right, let me do this.
Sorry, anyway.
I guess this works.
Whoa!
There you go.
Fucking hell, that's a big ass demon. The thing is, that guy can like bitch slap me out of existence, even invisible. I'm just picking my fights.
Fair enough.
I think this is not big enough, right?
I think it
huge.
is 3.
Make it big, or...
Hold on.
1, 2, 3.
This would be one. This yeah, that's right. Okay.
Robert is literally just picking his fights, so he can
Mostly out of frame. Yeah, like in Cow Chicken, the adults are never really shown.
Yes. So, Robert, do you want to keep looking for...
Yep.
Okay. Making sure.
I'm not going to fight Impossible Wars. I already
That's-
told what I had to tell to Avarish. And I'll find a doppelganger that's alive.
Okay. He said something, yes, that...
We can sort something out. Zapakna will be very angry. Da 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 da.
I would rather deal with him than stay here for any longer than I need to.
He
Oh.
grabs his sword with both hands as he prepares to swing at you.
Okay.
You might want to convince him otherwise.
Is it enough if I give you explicit permission to leave?
You're asking all this silly questions. I don't know how summoning works. What do I look like? A
For our
nerd?
rule, I command you to go back to whence you came.
You missed the part where you called him a nerd.
Does this
Can-
work? Is what I want to know.
No. He's still right there in front of me.
Oh, I thought this would work. Honestly, that's what it
And
looks
these
like.
creatures summon others of their kind.
Maybe their summoning is more simple. It's more like, hey, Aglaboon, come over here. Check this guy out.
Exactly.
I see a more traditional kind of summons.
The old-fashioned
Yes.
kind of summons.
The yelling out to someone summon. I summon thee. He gets a letter in the mail and he gets summoned. Anyway, same way you get summoned to court.
Exactly, a court summons.
Mm-hmm.
Appropriate, since it's a devil.
Yes.
Well, you said it was lawful evil.
Yes, that which you tried did not work.
Okay. I mean, I remembered something, so. I mean, but I'm not there, so. Fuck.
I mean, but you still, if you shouted information before, if you know something, you can shout more information.
Okay. And I understand he's clearly having issues, right?
Yes?
Well,
Okay.
what?
So.
Wait, what would one need to know, or what? How do I phrase? What do I roll? What would one need to roll to check whether or not they know how to unsummon a demon?
The thing is,
Also,
he summoned it accidentally. It wasn't intentional. So,
Does it still count as sim? Oh wait, yes, the guy said it himself that you Abarish being is
Yes.
the responsible party.
what Robert yells up is something like, Avarish is one of those lawful demons. Just make some bureaucracy for him to go back.
How this
Lovely.
works? Old lady says, "That's not how this works. That's not how any of this works."
I'm pretty sure all you have to do is make him sign a form.
In triplicate.
Okay, I turn to the demon, who is probably flabbergasted by all this, and say, "Would a
he's
formal
ready to swing
contract-
at you.
Would a formal contract repelling your summon be good enough for you?"
How am I supposed to know? You keep asking the darnest questions, mortal.
I mean, you're supposed to be the demon. You seem to be a very lawful demon. You're into smiting and stuff, and you seem very rigorous on that. So I assume you know a lot about bureaucracy. It's probably also not the first time you've been summoned. So help a guy out here, please. As you can see, I'm not the most experienced.
Roll me a diplomacy.
Sure. Sure.
Did he pop your summon cherry?
No, I've summoned actually.
Who is making things weird now?
Exactly.
Actually, yes. I think if you do. I have the summon monster spell, but those go away by themselves.
I suppose it can be dismissed as well, no?
Yes, but how?
No,
You
I mean,
say
you just
I don't want you.
I just did.
but-
I said I command you to go back to whence you came.
Break.
Already did it.
I know what you need to do. You need to break up with him.
It's not you, it's me. Sorry, what did you want me to roll?
diplomacy.
Diplomacy. Sorry, I was looking at the skills and talking. Is it enough?
He reluctantly sees his sword again. It stops flaming, and everything goes pitch dark once again.
Fine, let's get this over with.
He produces a stack of papers, which I also have to sign in triplicate.
Can't be worse than dealing with Zipakna.
This giant ass demon sits down on the floor next to you, Abaris.
Yeah.
I assume you have somewhere to write, right?
Yes.
Like
On the floor, worst case
No.
scenario. But these librarians, there seems to be like tables where you can read, so I can just use that. Probably also on the upper floors.
Okay.
Like the lower floors, you can see chairs and tables where you can read. So I assume those exist in the upper floors too. So I'll just. use that.
No, there are not. There are none of those upstairs.
What?
No.
What?
Think of it this way: you call the books to you. You don't need to go upstairs.
Ta-da!
Okay.
This
fair
is the
enough.
problem with depending on electricity. Is power goes down and you lose the fridge.
Exactly.
Magic goes down, you lose everything.
Okay, so she's gonna sit down with you as you grab pieces of paper and write down some legalese. In the meantime, Robert, give me a perception.
Yeah, I'll wait.
In mind that for a while you did have light coming from upstairs, so that helped you.
Nice. I was helped.
By a demon. How do you feel about that?
I mean, very mixed feelings.
As you're patrolling these corridors looking for any stragglers that have been left behind, you see on the opposite corner of where the demon would be, like, oh, I'm on the wrong. I'm on the...
Wrong
I'm
browser.
on the wrong browser, yes. I wanted to use this one. On one of these sites, you can see the small librarian doppelganger cowering in fear in one of the corners.
Librarian.
Like-
Wait, they were all the librarians? They were all
Yes.
the librarians, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Not all of them, but some of them.
Okay.
Some of them were copies of you.
Oh yeah, the
Few of
scary
them.
ones. Those were the strong ones.
Few of them. One or two, I think.
Okay. Non-lethal monk. It's the same, but with a -4 penalty.
Yeah. Go on. -4 to hit, right?
Yep.
Just hit. You catch the creature cornered as it's like holding up against the wall. You just slam it into the wall and it just falls unconscious.
Just to ensure our conversation beforehand, so I can see her, right?
Yes.
Right now. When I pick her up, can I still see her?
I'm going to assume it's a creature, not an object. Then yes, you can.
Okay, just to be sure.
If it was dead, maybe you wouldn't. I don't know, because it qualifies as an object once it's dead, right?
That's exactly what I was going to test after. Like, I'm going to pick a corpse.
Anything you carry with you that is not another creature should also be invisible, as per the invisibility spell.
Okay. Seems fair to me.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I bring it back.
Upstairs?
Yep.
Okay.
While hopefully they're signing a contract or something.
Yes, there's a giant demon trying to write onto a tiny piece of paper with like a tiny pen. Like, the pen looking no more than like, not even toothpick. Toothpick would be too big. Like a nail in his hand.
That is pretty funny.
Just holding it with the very tip of his finger. What do you want to have the contract say again, Abaris? Actually, Abaris,
Yes.
you can't read.
But I can sign. But I can write. You said I can't read, but I can write. I don't know what's in the contract, but I know where to sign.
Apart
Loophole,
signing a contract
motherfuckers.
with a demon without reading. I mean, do we want
It's
a
that-
better plot point?
It's either that or I get decapitated. Or I can ask Derkin to read it for me.
Very true.
Derkin, can you help me out here? I'm having a minor issue with this contract.
What is it? Darkin approaches to read.
To help with the legalese, I assume. Just
Yeah.
in general.
Yeah.
Okay.
Basically,
'cause-
I'm going to ask Derkin to see if anywhere in this contract does it say that I'll become the demon's little bitch.
Also, as someone that is out, not seeing this, I have to ask, what is Mr. Quest doing right now?
He's gone.
He was
He
checking the
has-
books.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
He's gone and has for a while.
Oh, okay, okay.
He went back to one of the bookshelves he was at, just doing his
Oh,
thing.
okay.
And
just
he's
fuck off.
not reacting
He
to
said-
any of this.
Am I? Do I see him while I'm transporting the?
No.
Okay.
He did say that we could call him.
If you need.
Again.
Okay. Because like, if I see something, I assume it's a doppelganger. Just
Okay.
saying that out loud.
By the time you get back up there, Robert, they are finishing signing a contract. What would this contract be saying again? Just you're free to go or something?
Just that what was discussed, I guess, was just trying to set that okay, the devil can go back without any further demands or expectations, something like that. I don't know. Just yeah.
Okay.
Nothing evil then towards me.
As you both finish signing this, the book that had been ripped apart once again starts lighting up. The demon turns to you, Abaris, and he says,
Wait, you're not gonna make me go back through there, are you?
He points to the book.
yes.
No. You can use whatever you want to go away. I'm not going to force you.
Careful with what you say.
Now who's making it?
Everybody
Oh,
gets one.
Everyone gets one.
I haven't done anything, okay? So I still got mine.
Fair enough. I was imagining.
He's going to trump everyone just.
So I'm imagining this Bruce the Almighty, where he makes a monkey come out of a guy's ass. And for some reason, that's what I imagined. But in reverse.
If you had
That
said
happens.
the devil is in the details, it would have been hilarious.
Aha!
Or you,
Haha.
or like I don't control these things.
You're really going to make me do this, Elf.
I'm not making you doing it. I'm not forcing you. You can just go through the door if you want. Really.
I
It doesn't
don't.
say anything in the contract where you have to go away.
You're the one who summoned me. You're the one who puts it, who gives me a way back, and this is what you.
Wait, how close am I to him right now?
You would be upstairs, so like passing by halfway, 15 feet.
And wait, it's going to take him a while to get through, right?
Oh boy.
Because the book is
That's
very
not
small.
very lawful of you.
I mean, he is a demon.
He's a devil.
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 Yeah.
That's just the same. Exactly, it's not the same thing. Careful. with that.
Yeah.
You
I'm trying
don't want to
see
be committing a hate crime.
I'm just trying to see if I can, repeat history and do a Martim Muniz here.
Hmm?
So,
I don't get the reference.
Martim Muniz died while he was like in the middle of a door.
The Conquista de Lisboa.
Yeah.
He was stuck in the door, in the gate, and was holding it open so people could go through.
Yep.
Huh.
So, what I'm just thinking of right now is just an idea. He's getting stuck. We kill him.
What were your words earlier about confronting this creature?
I mean, not while we have the upper hand. Now we have the upper hand. Seems like super okay.
It seems
What's
like
the
an
worst that
awful
could
idea.
happen?
It seems like an awful idea. On the other hand, I wouldn't mind seeing him get squished. So
What happens if we close the book?
The book is torn in shreds.
The book is in a state of not existing while it's being closed.
It's just pieces of the book are lighting up. Reluctantly, this giant demon grabs onto one of the bookshelves to get back up. You know, destroying like a chunk of the bookshelf,
What?
mangling some of the books, and there's a giant paw print where his hand pushed against the wall just to get up. And he starts walking back, his head down because he doesn't really fit in this ceiling. Taking out his sword so he doesn't get back down. He like adjusts the book to like make a circle.
Here goes nothing.
As he steps into this circle and starts going down into the ground, phasing through the ground.
Zipagner's not gonna hear the end of this.
Still has his sword in hand, waving it threateningly as he says this. Robert?
I'm just going to ask something. Sorry.
Yes?
Just one quick question. Okay, so Zipakna is like the ruler of the realm, right?
Not necessarily.
No, really? Oh.
No.
I thought he was. I was given the impression that he ruled over at least something.
Yeah,
He
the same way.
rules. He's just not.
Not
He
like
might have a little patch,
he's not like the
but he.
you know.
Sorry.
He's not like the big boss.
Okay. I got the impression that I was the big boss of his realm.
He's one of the bosses, right?
Oh,
Yes.
okay.
Not the big boss. The same way you have nobles
Okay.
and you have the king. He's not the king. He's one of the nobles.
Then why is this like Inquisitor, perhaps?
If you want to
Is that
call it
correct?
that.
Okay, I think we can call him Inquisitor.
Mm-hmm.
Isn't Inquisitor that has enough of a rank to be complaining about this? Or can I go and whine about it next time I see my patron?
This is Demon Realm rules. I'm not sure how familiar you are with them.
I'm not familiar with him.
Yeah. That's the thing. You can try complaining and see what happens.
I'm not going to like it, am I? I assume no. No, okay. I'll stay quiet. I'll be a good boy.
Right?
Wouldn't it be funny if I did the spell again and the demon came back?
It would. Robert,
What
you
was the
wanted to
number
do
again?
something about it's 667.
Off by one.
Robert, you wanted to try to do something with this creature
Please don't.
going into the ground?
Okay, I do nothing. You guys are boring.
Roll a wisdom check if you want.
I mean, is it like? I'm
Stuck?
sorry for.
Not really. No.
I'm sorry for being one of the guy that's bring this up, but it's like one of in those films where the actress gets stuck in the dryer.
Is
One of
everything
those
okay?
films.
Are you
What
okay?
exactly? What kind of film exactly are you thinking about?
No.
Action movies.
There's a lot of action that goes on there. Yeah.
Action in there. They're very action packed. Lot of screams.
Okay, I do nothing. Yeah.
You're not going to
It's-
stick your sword in a demon butt.
Sure.
Is it an action movie or is it a rom-com?
It depends, I guess.
Help me, step mortal.
Help me, Stefan.
God damn it! All right, let's go. Let's keep going.
Crap.
Let's keep going. The demon goes back to its realm. Robert brings one of the doppelgangers upstairs to you guys. Unconscious, not dead. Layer. There you go. Token. There you go. And what do you guys want to do now?
The bar is kind of sweating and wants to heal himself.
Oh boy. Do you? Are you sure you want to do that?
Yes, I have to cast spells anyways, so who gives a crap?
Okay. We are going...
Here we go. I heal myself for 8.
9... 6-2... What is this? That is way too random. I thought this table was a little bit less random. And then 7, 8, 5. What is 7, 8, 5? 7, 8, 5. This is too funny. So what? One of the visions of ours is giant cube of gelatin with all your items inside of it. You are nowhere to be seen. You are the jello. But the other one's just way too funny. I can't not do this. Let me just roll something real quick.
Uh-oh.
And this is what actually happens. And all three of you see Boris. 7 chickens spawn at your feet. And they all dart in random directions.
Ooh, we have grilled chicken for dinner. Nice.
And some of them jump down, just fly down, stumbling. And yes, they're all running away.
Okay. I guess that's something that happened.
Sorry, that's
I want to heal myself again.
just too random. I couldn't resist.
I want to do it again.
I'm gonna do it again.
You win, Goofy. I'll do it again.
4 for 5.
And I'm at full health. Nice. I don't need to heal myself more.
Oh. So one of them says that you'll probably die. Let's hope you have better luck with this one. What is it? 1 for 6?
By the way, I love these morbid memes with Disney characters. With Goofy and Donald and stuff like that. I find them to be very funny.
Okay. So the thing is, this second one is also not very interesting. And I think I think your patron would actually go for the one that's worse for you.
That's actually reasonable. I kind of agree.
Because this one's just okay. So I'm gonna give you the easy one first, and then I'm going to.
Okay.
This will not be good for you, I will say. So the first one is you have visions of yourself whenever you get in a stressed situation. You get a very big headache, and it's permanent.
Okay, that's kind of crap.
It can be removed with the remove curse, but
so it's like a penalty to concentration in stressful situations, I guess.
Yeah. That's it.
That's kind of boring. Yeah, it's kind of boring.
The second one, and hold on, second.
Oh, you're in for it now. Good luck.
Abarius, you're struggling to breathe.
Okay.
As you clench your throat to try to understand what's happening, you notice that on the side of your neck, you seem to have formed gills. You will have to find a body of water soon, or you will suffocate. You can drink.
Wouldn't you guess? I can't create
breathe,
water.
You can breathe underwater, though. However,
I can create water.
Just bathing yourself in water is not enough. You need a container where you put yourself in.
Wouldn't you know? I don't have a container.
You need to be underwater. Hey, there's a positive. You can breathe underwater now.
Honestly, Varys is going to accept his fate. I don't have a container to.
Just keep rolling the wheel.
You have 5 minutes to find a body of water.
Just keep rolling the wheel, and you'll find a solution eventually. I mean, how many tries does he still have?
I mean, cantrips also trigger it, so. Okay, I just. Varys is probably going to accept his fate and die. But I want to run out of the library and try and find a fountain. Or pot.
Or pot.
Is there a pot chamber? Do they use pot chambers? How are their bathrooms?
Probably an outhouse.
I mean, only if this was Amsterdam.
What?
Pot chamber.
Anyway,
Okay.
And this is Abarish the last thing he hears. I hope you're happy.
Boris, you're suffocating. What are you gonna do?
Yes, I start running. Can I create water in my gills to try and stave off this? Just to create water continuously? Like blasting water into my gills?
You can try, maybe you'll extend this 5 minutes to a bit more.
What
Okay.
was the alternative? So he had the gills and what
Just
was
a
the other
headache.
thing?
Yeah.
Makes sense.
It's way more fun to see him struggle.
Okay, but I cast create water on myself, by the way. You roll the dice jam.
As you're running out to out of the library.
Okay, by the way, I'm holding my hands to my neck, which is
Mhm.
where I assume the gills are.
Yep.
And you can see water dropping out.
And you're running.
Roll as... Yes.
Okay.
I can slip, yes.
No. Just to give the other two a mental image of a bar is starting to go like purple in the face. As he gets up, starts running, there's water dripping out from sides of his neck.
What the fuck?
And he's running downstairs. Doesn't say anything to you guys, and just bolting downstairs.
Okay, did I arrive?
The librarians.
Did you what?
Arrive.
What do you mean? Sorry.
You if he had reached back, yes, you had dropped the.
You dropped the librarian in front of them. You saw Robert
Okay, perfect.
Abaris heal himself, and then get purple, get up, and start running.
Okay, so guys, didn't we want to talk with Mr. Quest? Was that his name?
Ignore
Also
the
the
fact
librarians that were hanging on to Barish.
he's too
we can't see them.
He's too preoccupied. They are no
Not
longer
to
holding
Abarish
on to
himself,
him.
is but to Robert, because
They can't keep up with him
yeah.
as he's running.
I mean, I'm invisible.
Yeah.
So is Derkin, but the point is more knowing where the two of them are. There's the librarian and the fake librarian,
Ah, come on.
both invisible.
Librarians, come over here. Both of you.
You called?
Yep, see, here they are. Some problems
The-
just solve themselves.
There's not much of a delay, so it
I-
sounds like
I know, I was too lazy.
okay.
How dare we question GM?
I don't want to do the add the effect because I'm gonna forget to save it, and then have to do it again when we're close to the end. Let me see something. So I rolled Abaris's Conjure Water is a 315. 315. Okay, that's something. And 977?
Yes, that's what it says.
977. Um. Okay. Boris. Hold on. I'm gonna do this in character. I need to do this in character.
Oh boy. Go on.
Do you think you can make it out in time?
Maybe. Maybe I can. Maybe I can't. Gonna try anyway.
one of your visions is you being frozen in place. That actually could buy you some time for other people to figure out what to do with you, as you're frozen to absolute zero. However, you might not survive the thawing process. That's
Yes.
something that could happen.
Defrosting.
Yes, that's something that could happen. Your other vision is a very strong urge to dance to the music that you're hearing inside of your head. Which might slow you down if you do. This would affect people around you, but no one's around you, so yeah.
You choose. You're the one that has that power.
Do you want to roll the dice? Or do you wish to suffer?
You know my answer. I want to roll the dice. It's what we always do.
Gambling addicts.
Okay. The bar is as you're running down the hallway to go to the exit, you are frozen in place. You are frozen solid. This timer that
Does
you
he
had.
come in his own ice cube?
Good question. I don't think so. But for dramatic effect, yes. He's like frozen in a block of ice. This water that you had dripping freezes over you. The timer that you had for breathing is no longer in effect. So, till people do something with you, you will be safe.
If.
However, you might not survive the thawing process.
I'm aware.
Are you thinking of making a new character? Is that why you came in together to the chat?
No. Not at all, actually. Was not in the plans to create a new character.
Let the games begin.
Yeah, to the other two, you can barely make out the... Well, you could hear a Boris run, and he suddenly stops. If you look down, you can see, like, there's something down there where a Boris would be. And,
Were we able to notice what was happening to him? Before,
you saw
when
him
he started
go
running.
purple in the face, hold onto his neck, and start running. It's safe to assume he was at least choking.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but we didn't see. You said on your description to him, you said the gills.
he
Did we
felt gills.
see that he had gills?
Give me a perception.
Right.
You did see water dripping from his hands.
Freaking.
I mean, he was either like bleeding out in water. That could be something. Like water coming out of his neck.
You mentioned
you
that there was water coming from the neck afterwards anyway, but...
You could probably detect that he was casting something on himself, so...
That explains the water.
That explains the water. He was conjuring water on his own neck. How...
Did you... Yeah, the freeze was from the conjure water, right?
Yes.
Okay.
So, it would be safe to assume that there was something on his neck, and he was either trying to fix it or, like, I don't know. You can come to your own conclusion based on that description.
I'm not sure how much of a leap it would be, because of course we have other information with the players.
Either he was burning, but he was also purple, so he was asphyxiating.
Yeah, he was choking, and then he's applying water, which put like that. Yeah, but I'm not sure if.
Yeah, I think you can put two and two together easily.
But
wait, I haven't done mine today. It's either that or you know how Abaris is. It might have been self-asphyxiation.
Aha.
Not gonna do the whole name of the thing, but you know what I mean. Go on.
Yeah.
The kids don't know, but we know. You quagmire thought bubble.
Giggity.
So,
all right.
Do you want to check up on Abaris, or do you want to do the thing with the doppelganger?
I
mean, check on the bodies, I think, because especially after she just froze in place mid-run.
That's fair. I think Robert wanted to take the doppelganger instead.
Yeah, a bit. I mean, I already carried her.
So, guys,
There are a number of things demanding our attention. Yes.
You guys gonna split up, or
Splitting the party. What could possibly go wrong?
And isn't it just?
is it what you're gonna do?
I think so. Yes.
Okay.
I guess.
As you prepare to go your separate ways, Durkin, you notice that you, once you look back at Robert's, or rather, once you look back at the librarian, you see Robert getting down to grab her. And Robert, once you pick her up, you can notice that you can see Durkin again.
Okay, I was going to confirm. Okay. Invisibility has ended.
So, do you think this means Abaris died?
No. Although I hadn't thought about that. So both librarians also show up, yeah?
Yes. You can see everything that was invisible. Also,
Were there more things?
Let me... Yeah, no, just you. Let me...
No, I'm sorry, I was trying to think other side effects from the chaos, from the wild magic that might still be ongoing. Actually, there is the stank.
There is.
Although it's also inconclusive, because if he was cooled to absolute zero, it would also nerf the activity of that. Naturally, I mean, not as a suppression of magical effect.
So you're gonna go down and check on him, right?
Yes.
Robert, are you gonna take the librarian, or are you also gonna go down?
Yeah, I'm taking the librarian.
Okay. Durkin, you can see that Robert is indeed frozen solid in place in a running motion, holding onto his neck.
Abaris.
Yes, Abaris. Sorry.
Is he frozen? Is there any thing on him, or is he just in stasis? He's just completely still.
There's a thin, well, actually, it's kind of thick layer of ice that is encasing him.
Mhm.
What were you looking for? Sorry.
Well, that thing is included there. I suppose it's just some kind of visual indicator.
Yes, it is ice.
So it's not just he is stopped. He is actually encased in ice.
Yes. There's
Okay.
bits of the ice that is encasing him is dripping, especially from his hands, as it froze in like a stalactite.
Because he was
Um,
pouring the water.
Yes. And if you were to get closer, you can feel the cold coming from him.
That's one thing I wanted to ask earlier, which is, okay, he's cooled to absolute zero, but that sounds a bit rough. Is he being maintained at that temperature indefinitely, or it was the one-time thing? Okay, set temperature to zero, and now it's getting warmed up immediately.
Do you want to test that somehow, or are you looking to figure out this information?
Well, it would take a while to check whether or not something is increasing temperature, but also I would assume actually that something being so cold in the middle of a ambient temperature room would have some more serious physical effect.
What do you mean?
That temperature. Oh, no, okay. You could say that the ice in between is
Yeah.
shielding it from other effects, but
I think you're putting too much thought into this. He's frozen.
perhaps. Okay.
If you want to know if he's thawing out or something, you can like maybe touch the ice, see if there's water on the end.
I
Like
don't
if it-
want to touch the ice directly, but maybe touch it with something and see whether or not it's water is dripping from it or something.
Yes, there is.
Okay. In that case, yes, the ice is melting, so he might be warming up already. Well, and I assume that he's not like looking around him inside the ice. It's not like he's just stuck inside the glass box and eyes darting all around. Is he just completely
Frozen.
inert?
Yes.
Okay. So he's literally out of it as well.
Yes.
Okay.
As far as you can tell.
I don't think I can. No, actually, I think no. But no. I don't have any way to probe this to check whether or not there is a magical effect going on.
Do you have detect magic?
Ning. Yes, but actually no. I don't have any more casts, I think, available because I had made the last one. I spent most of them for the field thing, and I had made an additional one that's on me, but I don't think I have casts. I'm also assuming that I can use these literally as detect magic.
Also,
One spell I have is identify, which is like detect magic but plus 10 on spellcraft checks.
does that count for identifying magic?
Like I said, the description is literally it behaves like detect magic.
Okay. Yeah, you can try that.
No, I said like I don't have the spell slots. Oh well, the equivalent of spell slots.
Also, a bar's
But yes, the description of the spell is
a bar's check roll 20.
the description says this
Okay,
spell
yeah.
functions as detect magic.
Yeah, makes sense to me. Makes sense to me.
Do you have a way to prepare it, Durkin, or are you just saying this is something I could maybe do, but I can't?
I don't think so. I think for now I'll just go back to Robert to tell him what happened.
Okay.
I need to check something on the rules.
As Robert takes the librarian to Mr. Quest. Are you gonna look for him? Or are you gonna call out to him? Or are you...
Mr. Quest.
He comes from one of the corridors further down where you were.
Why, yes. Well met. Can I be of help?
Again, speak a missile, please.
He looks at you, looks at the unconscious librarian. Who would... with that or with you? Why would you want me to speak Abyssal?
With this creature.
It doesn't seem very in a condition to talk.
Oh, yeah, the person that could heal people is currently frozen in ice.
You don't really know that yet.
Oh, sorry. I don't know it's frozen.
You know there's something down... He stopped running, and there was something down there, but it's dark.
Okay, so can you heal it? Maybe, or maybe should I go for Abarir? He did stop.
His eyes light up as he once again grabs his pouch. He takes out a vial of a potion, and a parchment of paper. And he says,
Well, adventurer, I have just the thing for you.
he shows you once again the paper with the drawing of a giant spider and a 0 out of 20.
What does this mean?
Well, if you were to accept my quests, you kill 20 spiders, and I will supply you with this very fine potion.
Don't you have, like, average to bad potion?
Are you asking for a lower level quest?
No, I just don't want to have the effort of killing 20 spiders for this creature. It seems very beneath me.
Let me see what I have.
He once again grabs the scroll case, map case,
I mean-
whatever you want to call it.
If I slap her, does she wake up or something?
You can try to wake it up, yes.
Okay, I want to shake her. The way you're not supposed to shake babies.
In the meantime, Durkin, you would join Robert. Give the information. Say that Abaris is frozen. To you waking up the doppelganger. It starts once again speaking in tongues. You see Mr. Quest looking at it very attentively. Takes a few steps forward. And he says, well, it's just telling you to let it go. Glad I could be of assistance. And he turns around and starts walking away.
I pick up Mr. Quest and like...
You pick him up. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah?
And said, no, we want to interrogate the creature. So, my friend, so ask her where they're trying to go and why did they leave the mirror? The mirror, yeah.
You know what? I have just the thing for this. He reaches into his I want to call it a map case, because that's what it is, but it has like a bunch of parchments of paper inside. He starts flipping through them, finds one of them. Aha! Here! He hands it to you. And has a picture of a mouse. It says 0 out of 5. But the reward says translator for a day.
Robert takes the paper and sighs loudly. Okay, so where are the mouses?
Well, I'm sure there are plenty of mice here in the library.
Can I give him a death stare?
Yes.
I definitely give him a death stare.
Let me know if you need anything. And he turns around, starts walking to the to the bookshelf he was at once again. The librarian did say that he was a quirky character.
Well, I am going to kill some mices, I guess.
What happened?
Wait, I bonked the doppelganger.
Put it unconscious again.
Yep.
Sure.
Oh, did it wake up? Wait, did... what happened? Don't you...
The doppelganger woke up, spoke in gibberish. Mr. Quest translated to let me go. And then, if we want more, we need to kill 5 mices.
Well, I suppose that... yeah, well, Darkin supposes that's better than 20 giant spiders.
Anyway, there I go.
Good luck.
I already rolled my perception.
You did?
No, I'm rolling.
Ah.
Because I know GM is going to ask for it for fighting the mouses.
Yes.
There you go.
Yeah, you walk around the library looking for mice. After you manage to like stab 3 of them.
Oh wait, you're not forcing me to do attack rolls?
No.
Oh.
However, you do find let me you as you're looking for mice, you do notice that there's a lot more noise than what a mouse would make coming from one of the other corners. Peeking out on the corner, you do see that there's still one of the doppelgangers. One that, in this case, looks like a Baris.
Wait, which one? The original one of Abaris I killed.
Another one. There was another one.
There are
Okay.
more.
Also, wait,
Also,
wait,
they
wait.
can
This is-
shapeshift.
Yeah, also they can shapeshift, and also, this is very important. You did not describe how I look after the murder spree.
Oh. Oh, yeah. You're covered in red? What color were your clothes again? They were red, right? 'Cause they
Yeah,
are
now
now.
they are. Yeah.
Brown pants.
Um,
Uh,
Brown pants was in the mirror dimension. When you almost died.
okay. I said. I mean, Robert is killing mice and is very annoyed at the situation. If Robert says out loud, if you come out peacefully, we won't kill you.
the doppelganger?
Yep. Maybe he knows common. I mean, I'll give it my situation. There you go.
Such as it is.
It's a little bit startled, looking for where the voice is coming from. You want to roll stealth, or are you doing this out in the open?
I'm out in the open.
Okay. It starts running away.
Curious.
Why is it never easy? I run to bonk him.
Give me acrobatics.
Very average roll.
You're gonna be chasing it for a bit throughout the library. Do a Scooby-Doo segment where you're running through the library and...
Oh, right, because of the especially the corridors and so on.
Yes.
Perfect setting.
Meanwhile, Durkin, you are upstairs with both the librarians? Well, all three of them. One of them is unconscious.
And the other two are still keeping up the
Let me
facade.
Yes. Well, one is keeping up the facade, the other one should be the real one.
It just is.
Do you want to take the opportunity, ask them anything, or... I don't know. Because you still need to figure out which one's which. Unless you're gonna accept that now there's two librarians.
I mean...
Put them like this.
Why can they speak? Okay, you could just say they're mimicking.
Mm-hmm. The same way they
Despite
could mimic movements in the mirror.
Yeah. Uncanny.
They are highly specialized in doing this.
But
You wanna-
usually, for example, the Abarish clone, you could tell that he was slightly off.
Yeah.
And especially when he would move, you could see that he bends and stretches differently. So is there
At
nothing
that
like
point, he is not keeping up the facade anymore. Well, during attacks and stuff, they need to stretch their bodies in unnatural ways to be able to swing at you. Which this librarian has not shown any hostility. Maybe they're twins.
Yeah, but I'm at a bit of a loss on how to solve that conundrum.
Okay. That's fair. You're just gonna sit in silence with them.
And hopefully the other one does not wake up.
Yeah, hopefully.
So wait, Mr. Quest did translate a bit and then stopped translating?
Yes.
Making him a bit of a little bitch, right?
Mm.
She did say he was a quirky fellow. Also, Abaris, you forgot to do the thing.
Oh, I thought I was waiting for the prompt, honestly. I
What?
can roll it right now. I have it open in front of me.
A Q.
No, don't roll from there.
A moment.
You need to do /GM roll. We're just
Okay.
checking if his character is going to survive. Don't worry about that.
Oh.
Because we can know ahead, so you can prepare for next session.
Fair
right?
enough.
If necessary.
Okay, does this count as primal magic?
Yes. Yes, it does.
Good. Then I have a 2+ bonus against it. Good.
Actually, if you roll it out in the open, well, if it's a low roll, people will know. Never mind. Only if it's intermediate, people won't know. So, Robert is running after one of the doppelgangers. Durkin is sitting in silence, and Boris is frozen. At this point, I think we're gonna go with Robert finishing up killing things, and yeah. How much time do you guys have? Because we're already a little bit over.
I am exhausted. I
Okay.
had a very long day.
Okay. Let's finish this up then. Robert, give me your attack roll. I'm gonna give you first attack.
Okay,
Though this has like
Ooh, maybe I missed.
maybe you missed. Okay, so you're running around the library trying to catch up to this creature.
Yep.
You're slowly making way. You grab your weapon. Was it sledgehammer you were using?
Yeah, some sort of sledgehammer. I think so. Yes.
Sledgehammer. You grab your sledgehammer, finding the opportunity when it's bending a corner, and you ram into it with your sledgehammer. You knock it. You kill it in one shot.
Okay.
There's
It's obscene how he has a flat +15 to the attack roll.
Yep.
Oh, that was a 3.
Yeah, that was a 3.
Okay.
Yep.
I mean, we are level 5.
Yes, that's why a +15 sounds ridiculous.
I mean, I'm strong. I have good weapon. Makes sense.
Are you the heavy
Plus
from
15.
TF2?
Sorry, what?
I'm strong. I'm heavy.
I have no idea where that is from,
Okay.
but I like it.
I'll show it to you afterwards if you have the time.
It's, just so you're aware, it's 5 from Bob, 5 from Strength, equipment bonus of 2, and misc of 3. I don't remember where the misc came from.
Was that 2 from what?
2 from equipment. It's a +2.
Ah, because of the whole masterwork thingy.
No one
Yeah,
saw. No one saw spoilers.
Right.
11. Well, what was 11?
Without.
No one saw anything.
I'm the best. Don't care. You didn't see nothing.
I didn't even know I could do this. This is pretty cool.
Okay.
You saw nothing. Okay, you saw nothing.
Keep your secrets.
So, Robert, you one-shot this doppelganger. This one looked like a Baris. You keep looking for mice. You find 2 more. You eventually kill them. Make your way back up. If you notice the parchment of paper that Mr. Quest handed to you,
Does it update?
it updates. It now says 5 out of 5.
That's kind of awesome, to be honest. That is kind of awesome.
Okay. Nice, I guess.
So,
Derkin is just whittling away at a chunk of wood that he has.
eventually, you see Robert coming up the stairs, walking by you. Guess he's not gonna say anything.
Yeah. I show him the paper with the 7 out of 7.
5.
Was it not 5?
Sorry, 5 out of 5.
You killed 3, and then you killed two more. Yeah.
All right, maybe you can. Actually, one thing: when you were chasing the doppelgangers in the ground floor, were they going somewhere, or were they trying to get to a specific place, or were they just?
GM?
No, it was in one of the corridors, like one of the corridors downstairs with the bookshelves and the tables. Not
And I
really
mean,
sure
in
what it
general,
was
so not
doing.
only the last one, just all of them, if they seem to be trying to go somewhere, or
Not in any particular direction, no.
okay. You said that he found one of them cowering against the wall or something, or
Yes, cowering from the giant demon thing, all the way in one of the corners.
ah. Okay. That's fair. That's fair.
So, Robert, do you wanna hand over the quest? Hand in the quest?
I hand over the quest to Mr. Quest.
So you walk up to Mr. Quest. He's and picking up a book and reading it.
This one does.
Well met, adventurer. Have you finished your quest?
Yes.
He holds out his hand.
There you go, my friend.
There you go. What? Are you gonna give him the paper or?
Yeah, give him the paper.
Okay. You hand him the paper back, and you hear like a sound of a bell ringing.
Does he get XP too?
When you hear this sound, you try to look for the source of the sound, and you see that Mr. Quest has his hand like kind of behind his back, his other hand, and then putting something in his pocket. And
Why, thank you. So, what do you need translating?
Okay, and I slap awake the doppelganger, and maybe we finish here?
yep. As it's speaking in tongues, and Mr. Quest says,
Well, again, it's telling you to let it go.
Yeah, but where does it wanna go?
And we'll leave it for the next session. Sorry, I had way too much fun with, with this one. There has to be a session for everyone, right? One for each one of you,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
this one's mine.
This one's mine. I like it.
Mr. Quest was a great character created on a whim.
Guys, well, I am exhausted. I am going to take a bath, and I think I'm going to bed.
Alrighty.
See you, my
Okay.
friends.
In 2 weeks, we should
Bye.
be back to normal. Yeah, I should be here next 2 weeks from now.
Yep.
And I'll be here on time this time, because I will be by myself again, so.
All by myself.
Alright, is there anything you want to add before we head off?
Nope.
Think not.
Alrighty. Thanks everyone for being here. I hope you guys enjoyed. And I'll see you next time. Bye bye.
Bye.
Yeah.
Wait, I'm on the wrong screen.